Good morning. While I have my twin flame video uploading, I thought I would do my water signs video because this week that I'm only making the 5 videos, the 4 elements and the twin flame reading, and next week there will be no videos, and the week after that I will start with Gemini again, since that's where I left off at. I would like to call in my own soul, my soul energy, my soul knowledge, my ancient soul knowledge. I have a joined soul that I share with my twin flame, and I would like to call in my soul to help me with my reading today. Help me channel the best messages for my water signs friends. So with that being said, I am being guided to use my goddess deck. And I'm going to go ahead and pull 6 cards, 6 tarot cards, and I will do my clarifiers as I go along. Trying to get these videos done early this week because I have a really big festival that I'm doing next weekend. That's going to take a lot of my energy. It's one of my biggest ones. I'm getting ready to get into my festival season. September, I have 2. Indiana is really known for their festivals, especially in the fall. Oh, it's amazing. Living here in Indiana in the fall festivals, covered bridge festivals. And I have the 7 of Seas, denial. Oops, and I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier, and it gave me 2. So we have the 7 of Seas, denial. And what I'm getting with this is that there is a lot more going on behind the scenes than you realize. So really tap into your intuition. And we water signs, I'm a Scorpio, are very intuitive. Because the water signs are more aligned to feelings and emotions, and that is where your intuition is. So with us being more watery and more along the lines of the emotions, we tend to be more intuitive. But the message that I'm getting is that there's more going on than what meets the eye. Do be able to see past the illusions. And the illusions are anything that's happening in the physical realm, because once you realize that you are a god or goddess in human form, and you those energies are activated within you. And how are they activated within you? Well, you might be seeing different number sequences. These are light code activations, activating that ancient DNA that you have in your soul. Or you could have had soul recognition with your twin flame, which is the other part of your soul in another physical form. These things are what start you to awaken and to really dive into that God and goddess energy, and to reawaken your gifts, and to realize that whatever you focus your thoughts on, you are creating. Yes, your thoughts are creating. Imagine this universe just being flat, like a flat surface with no meaning to anything whatsoever. Think Matrix. And then we come in, something happens because we're creating as we go. And everyone's simulating their own reality. Whenever something happens, by our own level of consciousness, we give it meaning one way or another. So that is the energy that I'm picking up on with this card. We have 2 cards that came out: Sacred Union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's very sacred. I'm getting that several of us are on a twin flame journey. If you're not, you could be, this could be something that is coming in. Possibly, maybe you're seeing a lot of 1111s. This is usually the activation code for a twin flame. That whole twin flame journey, it's usually, you usually start seeing these numbers first first and foremost. This sacred union could also be you reunifying your soul, that divine masculine, that divine feminine energy that we all carry. Incorporating your light and your dark sides. And one side is not better than the other one. A lot of times we think light, we think good, we think dark, we think bad. This is human conditioning that we've taken on, because human beings want to label and classify everything. We want to understand it. And that is where duality has came in. That is where we really judge and label different groups of people and consider one better than the other one. The ego wants to do this because the ego wants to understand things. So I'm getting that, this could also be an inner union of yourself. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. You have to know what love is first. Love is without conditions. Love is not what other people are doing for us. Sometimes, we can love somebody and they not even be in our lives right now. And this is here to teach us what love really is, because it's very easy to love somebody when they're doing things for you. I've seen so many memes and so many posts on Facebook where, like for example, like a man, if he loves you, he's going to do all these amazing things for you, whatever. I mean, that's all good and everything. But what if he stops doing those things? Are you just not going to love him anymore? It's pretty conditional, don't you think? But we're really taught this within religion, because Christian dogma teaches us that this judgmental man who is God, who's in the sky, will only love us and accept us if we're doing what he wants us to do, following his commandments, or believing in him. Whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing, then he will love us and he'll accept us. If not, he'll cast us down into the pits of hell and we'll burn forevermore. Now, how loving is that? So if we are taught that our God is conditional in his love towards us, or so-called love, and I use air quotes, then that is where our ideas of love are coming from. God is pure source energy. Look at God as an energy, because we're all energy. Each one of us has enough energy to fuel a city for a year. Each one of us. Think quantum physics. We're actually, the soul is nothing more than energy, and it's a very powerful energy that we can tap into. The other message I'm getting with this laughter is the best therapy, is lighten up. Stop taking life so seriously, and stop taking everything so personally. Everything is not a personal attack on you. Your energy is attracting the situations that you are experiencing. So stop blaming others. I know I needed to hear that too, because I kind of went through my own thing, went on a rampage, told everybody off who's hurt me over the past couple of years. Fuck off. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you. I hate you. I never want to talk to you again. You know what? And I didn't judge it. I just let it all just spew out of me, because it's been bottled up for a long time. And I thought, man, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to let it happen. I'm not going to judge it right now. Then when the dust settles, I'll take a look at it. Well, the dust is still settling, because this all happened yesterday, because I literally went on a rampage and blocked like 12 people after telling them exactly how the fuck I felt. But I felt better. I know I say that we shouldn't assign blame to other people for our feelings, but sometimes our ego is used by our soul to get some things done and to face certain aspects. So like I said, once again, I'm not going to judge it. It is what it is. It happened, and maybe the next time I make videos, I'll be able to speak more on what I learned as a result of it. We have the Eight of Earth, which is nurturance. Whatever we focus on grows. Oh, my alarm clock is going to go off. I'm glad I had my phone in here. The other day I made a video and I had to run in the other room while the video was still playing and turn off the alarm. So whatever you focus on grows. So think, watering a garden. So basically, this is what you're doing with your intentions and what you're focusing your energy on. You're watering this garden. So do really be mindful of what you're watering and what you're growing. I'm going to pull a clarifier or two. We have the thinking man and door to value. And basically what I'm getting with this thinking man is, remember I said nothing has any meaning until you subscribe meaning to it. So let's say, for example, something's happened. Probably my lesson from yesterday, but I feel better, damn it. When we try to figure things out, I used to sit for hours trying to figure shit out. Oh, I'm going to figure shit out. I was creating scenarios and stories, and I was creating as I was thinking. So do try to feel and not think. If something happens, try not to figure out what it means. Tell yourself it is what it is and everything is as it should be at any given time. This is the magical energy because this allows for more possibilities. Like, for example, if the person you've been talking to, let's say they ghosted you. I've been ghosted many times. Let's say you tell yourself, oh, this must mean that they're not interested or that they have someone else. Guess what? Voila, you've got it. That's what it is. Whereas, it could be something else. Maybe they have a lot going on in their lives right now. Maybe they're dealing with things. Maybe their own insecurities and fears have came in, and they're dealing with those. So don't tell yourself stories because you're creating through your stories. Door to value. We tell ourselves stories based on how we feel about ourselves, our own insecurities, our own doubts, our own fears. So if you feel like, this person couldn't possibly be interested in me, who would love me? Who would want to be with me? I'm worthless. I have no value. Then guess what? That's what they're going to show you. You have to know your value. This is a very attractive quality when you know your value and you know your worth, and you can attract and align to higher vibrational situations, one in which the person who you are interested in is interested in you also. It's mutual. We have the sorceress, and this is that manifestation energy. And understand, the universe reads energy, not words. So you can say something all you want. Kind of like fronting. Have you ever had somebody act like they don't care about you? They're like, I'm not interested. I don't care about you. And this could be because they're scared of getting hurt. And so they shut you out of their lives. Okay, but really the energy and the vibe that they have is that they're just scared shitless. And so when they send that vibe out, and you get that, and you're like, damn, they're just scared, they don't want to be involved with me or whatever else. I have no choice but to move on. That is the vibe that they sent out. So make sure that your words match your vibe is the message that I'm getting with this. Think, feeling, not thinking. Sorry, I get all slunched over because this table, I need a taller table because I have to be like this the whole time. I'm really taller than that. Connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So I'm getting this is where you draw your power from. And another message I channeled last week, which was very, very interesting. If you are on a twin flame journey like I am, it seems to me that most of the push energy within the twin flame connection, as in being the one who is doing the work, the one who's aware of the connection, the one who is longing for and usually chasing after the other partner are usually water signs. So if you're on a twin flame journey and you're watching this video, of course you're that energy, that polarity, that push polarity, but it seems to me that it's more the water signs that are doing the inner work right now, the spiritual work, that are not denying their partner. And the reason why is because, like I said, one, we're more in touch with our emotions, which means we're more in touch with our feminine side. And the feminine side is the healing aspect. And so the divine feminine is healing more than ever before. And understand, everyone has the divine feminine within, even men. But like even as little boys, little boys are taught, don't cry, it shows weakness, because that divine feminine aspect is considered weak. What's a powerful healing energy? And I have said this so many times, but whenever a tragedy strikes in a family, it's always the women who are the pillar of strength, the emotional strength. Think matriarchal societies, where women are actually revered. They're great healers. Think doulas, think midwives. And so I'm really getting that energy here, but I'm also feeling too with like nature. We tend to be more connected. Water signs tend to be more connected to nature. It's that watery aspect, that really, that energy that flows. And, we just kind of move with nature. We're really in sync with it. It's like the same rhythm is a message that I'm getting. I think wavelength. We have the Six of Wind intention. And so do be very, specific with your intention of what you want. But in order to know what you want to manifest into your physical world, because this is the physical world we're talking about, is we only manifest in the physical world. If you are on a spiritual journey, you cannot manifest, like, let's say, for example, like your twin flame. You can't do that because that's in the spirit world. And we're talking about the physical world, and this is like money. This is, a soulmate. You got a house, a car, a job, that kind of thing. But be very careful to know what you truly want, because sometimes we think we want something and we don't. That's from our ego mind, and it comes from that thinking man. And we think we want something, and it is to satisfy an ego aspect of ourselves. And once you start living from your soul, and how do you live from your soul? You strip away everything that is not you. You align more to your true soul's desires. And it's so much easier to manifest then, because we're in perfect alignment with it. We're in like the perfect vibration for it to come in. I apologize. My jackass neighbors are so loud. It's the reason why I start these videos real early in the morning, but they're getting earlier and earlier with their shit, so I apologize. But I'm trying not to resist it, because for what you resist persists. So this is the last I'm going to say about it. And I do not read reversals. My deck and my guides know that I don't. So unless I'm really divinely guided to. This card is lake. It's stillness. So I really feel like this is such a synchronicity, since this is a water signs reading. And it goes along with that connecting to nature, because I feel like a lot of us really are drawn to water, lakes and streams and rivers, and it's where we draw our power from. And this is where you can develop your intuition also, by spending more time out by water and really practicing being still, and developing a meditation process. You don't have to always be doing something. Really connect. And this is where you'll find your soul, where you will be able to set intentions that are more aligned to your soul desires. wise woman. And I do feel like this goes along with that divine feminine aspect I was talking about. The divine feminine is healing more than ever before, because she's been oppressed, she's been abused, she's been ignored. And that's what is wrong with this matrix, this 3D world that we live in now, is the divine feminine needs healed. She needs respected, revered for her wisdom and her strength and her intuition and her healing abilities. Think Mother Earth. You know how Mother Earth, how Mother Gaia can heal herself. After a natural disaster, she can heal herself. So think healing energy and ancient wisdom. That is beautiful. Let me find, I'm trying to decide what card I want to pull to go along with that. That wise one. Lots of synchronicities in this reading. I love when it happens. It's so magical. And it really does let you know that we are living in a magical universe. Cunning woman, silent, observant, and wily. I have a feeling that this has to do with how we view women. If a woman is very self-confident, self-assured, and independent, she doesn't need a man. I feel like this triggers men. This triggers them because they look at her as this cunning woman, kind of sneaky and sly, and she can't be trusted. It's an energy. I'm trying to put my finger on it. Hold on. I need another card. I think I'm going to pull my vampire cards because it's an energy. I can't quite pick up on it, but I do feel like it has to do with how women are viewed. And it has a lot to do with double standards, I feel like, too. Supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. So I do feel like this is that whole goddess energy of really being empowered and being able to stand on her own 2 feet. And I'm really getting that the patriarchy has really tried to keep women down. And the reason why is because of that whole double standard that the female is the weaker vessel. And if she is left to her own, that she's not going to make wise choices, that she's going to be like this harlot. that's the energy I'm getting, or, you know, witchy even. Just can't be trusted. And we need to heal these this gender discrimination, these views, because a lot of us, and especially since you're watching this video and you are on a path of spiritual awakening, are here to clear ancestral patterns. And this involves limiting views and beliefs that we took on from our families. So I do believe that this idea around the divine feminine is something that's been ingrained and conditioned in us, the human psyche, and that we are here to release this. Because even if you were a man watching this, this could be how you view women. And this is very limiting, and I feel like this is a major block to you finding love, because your partner that you seek is not going to fit inside the traditional box and views of how you view gender. We have the Oracle card, and this is that whole third eye. Now, the third eye is not to be confused with intuition, because the intuition is in like the heart chakra and even the lower chakras, because you feel your intuition. But this is actually being able to see. It's an extra sense, and it's otherworldly. That oracle card. Pull one more and I'll do my postcard oracle. And I am done with water signs for the week. Goddess of the moon. So the moon is all about illusions. This is like, think eclipse, total eclipse of the heart. The message is coming in. You have two parts to yourself. You have like the sun and the moon. This is that masculine and feminine energy. And like I said, the goddess of the moon, this is that divine feminine energy, which we are healing right now. We're healing this so that we can heal the planet. It's just, I don't really have any more to say about that. I just feel like this card here goes along with the rest of the cards, but also I feel like it also goes along with this denial. Denying your feelings, denying that that lunar side, that feminine side, for fear that it is weak, and it is not weak. In fact, it's more powerful, because men are more physically strong and emotionally weak. Women are physically weak, usually, not always. I'm pretty strong, and emotionally strong. And the two parts fit together to form that yin and that yang. And it's all about balancing your energy out so you can become, you're already whole and complete, but it's just realizing it, recognizing it, and incorporating it, blending and balancing the two energies. All right. I love this reading. This reading was really magical. All the synchronicities. I'm very happy with it. And one more thing is coming through. The thinking man. This is the logic side. This is the masculine side. This is where we create from. We create with our mind, through our logic. But stop being so logical and start being more emotional. Balance the two. Dearest you, there are times when you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you'll always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. Beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. It's my good morning text I've been waiting on, but I'm not dependent upon anymore. Loving you so, so much. So, I believe this has to do with those self-limiting beliefs about creating stories. And remember I said everything does not have meaning unless we give it meaning. And the way that you are giving it meaning is based on your past experiences. So look at it as an Etch-a-Sketch. You have a blank Etch-a-Sketch and you could create whatever you want with it. But do shake it from time to time and clear your energy and create something different. So that is the message that I'm getting with that. Thank you for watching, and like I said, there will not be any videos next week.